Hey everybody, good evening. Hey, got a craft by Kim. How's everybody doing? Hope all is well. Surprise, I know. Last minute, I decided. I've been down here really working, so making these petals. I know I usually do Sunday and Wednesday or Thursday, and I couldn't let the day go by without doing something today. Come on in, come on in. We're gonna wait for a couple people. Yes, yes. How's everybody tonight? It's a beautiful day. The weather's dropped. The temperature, no, not the weather. The temperature dropped, and it's nice and cool. Not quite cold yet, but cool. Good, should be good for sleeping, right? Yep. So nothing much is going on. Just always down in my little haven down here working. Yep. I'm gonna post a video of what it looks like down here. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow or Saturday, because you just see my little small area. But I'm going to do a little video. I know I did a video of my mesh. I didn't do the ribbon, but I have wreaths everywhere down here. So, hope your day's been great. Yes. So listen, we're going to get started. The people join in eventually. So I'm going to do a cone petal, and I'm making a poinsettia. I posted the picture. This is what it's looking like so far. I did some of it, and I made a center. Um, it's a, I think it's 3.5 inches, 3.5 inch foam ball, if you can see it. So listen, you don't need to see my face. Let me bring us down a little closer, okay? All right. Oh, you like my Tina t-shirt? Good to see Tina. I'm not advertising it. I don't own the rights to the music, if you can hear it. And I'm not advertising, but the play was awesome. And it's coming here to Philly if you haven't heard. I'm a big, big, big Tina Turner fan, so I was very happy. I went for my birthday this year, and it was a surprise. A great surprise for me. So I put gold on this foam ball, and I used Mod Podge. Hey everybody, I used Mod Podge on the foam itself first, and then I added just some gold glitter. And I have gold balls, but I haven't really decided if I wanted to put the gold balls in the center, but I think this center right here will be good. I have little gold balls, but let me put this on. I was waiting for my glue gun to finish heating up because I turned it off because I want this to be ready when I'm finished that wreath. I'm going to show you how to do that cone petal. It takes a few minutes. Well, just one petal, not a few minutes. It's like 5 different folds on it. But let me get this center situated. And thanks for voting, guys. I really appreciate it. I like the ribbon as well. So for that breast cancer awareness I did. So you've seen me do this many times. So this is going to go in the center. All right, I'm going to put that to the side. And we're going to get started. I'm going to show you how to do this petal. So I hope everybody had a great day. I did. Mom is doing well. So, it's red poly burlap. I cut them at 10 by 10s. And I did use the wood burning tool. The wood burning tool. Everybody's familiar with that. And it's a chisel tip. Okay? Now it's curl up. Now the factory edge is on my left and right. Now I normally turn the factory edge top left, bottom right. But when I started making the petals, I did it the opposite way. So now it's top right, bottom left. That's how I did these petals. You can very well do them top left, bottom right, but all the petals should be done the same way. So I did about 4 or 5 of them. And I said, oh, I did them the opposite, which is fine because the petal will still come out the same. So this petal is factory edges top right, bottom left. Okay? And remember I told you mostly all the petals start off the same way. So we're going to take the top peak. All right, give me a second, y'all. Nope, sorry. We're going to take the bottom peak and go to the top. All right? And we're going to clip the top peak because we want that to be pretty even. Hey? All right? So now we're going to try to make the edges as close as possible to each other. It's a 10 by 10 piece. Now we have our triangle. And I'm going to use one more clip on this end. That's just for me. You don't have to. You can also use a clip on that end to hold the ends together. But the one at the peak is the most important one. Okay? Now, you want to take either side first. I'm right-handed, so I'm taking my right side first. And you want to take the peak, and your clip is in the middle. So you want to take that peak just a little over the middle, about 1/8 of an inch. All right? We're going to make an envelope, actually. So we're going to take the other side and take that peak over the middle, about 1/8 inch. Let me take your clips off so you can see. Starting off like an envelope, right? All we need you to do is bring that down, and that would be your envelope. All right, but here I go ironing. I know I call it ironing. All right, then I'm going to turn it to my left. Bracelet's always on my left. I'm going to hold it down, and I'm going to take one end, it could be the top or the bottom, and bring it to the middle. Take the other end and meet it in the middle. And as you can see, it's beginning to form. And then we're just going to scrunch the bottom and put our rubber band on it. You know, when you pre-make, or you could have put it right under the board if you're making them one at a time. All right. And that's your cone. I tend to make it a little more narrow, so I kind of pull it a little bit to bring it together. And that's your cone petal. All right, we're going to do it again. I saved 3 pieces because it is a little different. All right, curl up. Factory edges left and right. We're going to take the right side of the factory edge side and put it up top in a triangle. So we have factory edge at the top right and bottom left. Okay. Now we're going to take the bottom peak to meet the top peak. 10 by 10. I'm ironing. Y'all know I call it ironing. I'm trying to flatten it out. I'm going to put my clip at the top peak. Now, if you're not sure of the center, you could take this corner and meet with that corner and kind of make you a center crease. That way you are sure that you're in the center. Okay? And then you open it back up. And I don't know if you can see that little seam. That's your center. So you want to take the peak over the center just a hair. Take the other side, do it the same way. Take it over the center. And this is what I like to do. I like to kind of measure these to see if they're about the same. If not, I'll just bring it in a little bit more because I want these two to be equal. This triangle and this triangle. I want it to be practically equal. Okay, so I can bring it just a hair more and flatten it out. Or iron, as I say. Alright? Then I'm going to take it, put the clip to my left, and I'm going to fold over to the center. Hold it, take the other piece over to the center. Okay. And then I'm going to make my little nub, scrunch it together. And put my rubber band around it. Hey, Miss Virginia. Uh-oh, we popped. I know it was last minute, but I've been down here working. And again, I'll take my little clip and hold it and kind of give it a little tug. Just to make it a little narrow. And that's your cone petal. Alright, I have one more. And then we're going to try to finish this wreath. Alright. Curl up. Factory edge, top right. Bottom left. Take the peak. Meet them together. And here I am flattening everything, y'all. I'm always ironing. If you notice they didn't meet exactly, so what I did, remember poly burlap is forgiving, very forgiving. Alright? So you just pull it over just a little bit. And when that happens, then you want to kind of clip your edges together so they don't move. And this is going to be folded, so you really won't see much of that. Gotta clip my top. Nobody said, oh, you didn't clip your top. It's all good. I'm ironing. So we're going to take, again, I'll do that fold, excuse me, so we can see that seam in the middle. So we, excuse me, so we know exactly where our middle is. Alright. Flatten it out. Take your peak. Put it right over, just a hair over that center seam. Same thing with that side. I'm going to take my clips off. Try to make sure these two are even. So hold it down flat. Fold it over to the center. Bring the other side over to the middle, center, and scrunch the bottom. And if you're doing them one by one and putting them in the board, you don't have to do the rubber bands. But I like to pre-make. Y'all know I like to pre-make all my seams. And pull. Okay? Alright. So that's the cone petal. And here we are. Alright, so we're going to continue. It won't be too long. I know you guys like football. Hey Val, how are you? Alright, so let's get this started. I'm also going to do petals. I should have marked them on the outside. Now remember placement. I'm trying to see which best angle you guys can see. Remember placement. Make sure your cone is in the middle. The center of your cone is in the middle. Let me cut this and see if we got a better angle on this side. Okay, there we go. Alright, that's better. So we're just going to place them. Make sure this is centered as much as possible. I do have, I'm not going to bother. You see where I have my little red dots? That's where I'm going to place my petals. Good. Yeah, the petal is a little tedious, but once you get a feel for it, the more you do them, so I'm trying to make sure my seam is up, facing up towards the ceiling as I go along. I have so many things on this table, y'all. I'm gonna do a tour and post. Y'all gonna say, I can't believe all of this stuff. Yep. So I wasn't sure if I was going to make it in time tonight, but I did. I'm glad I did, though. Yep. So who likes the cold weather? This is your season. It's not my season, that's for sure. And if anybody knows me, they know I don't like the season that's coming up. I actually wish it was in reverse. Summer, and then 2 months of winter. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I know what season it is. Well, I suffer from allergies all year, y'all. So when allergy season comes, it really gets to me. Like last evening, I had the worst headache. I And I know it was my allergies because I had pressure. But what you gonna do? I'm so sorry, y'all. I hadn't done that all day. I think it's my kitty cat. Oh yeah, because it is covered. Yeah, Val. All of the ends are tucked. So that's why you don't see too many frays, yes. Yep. So it's a pretty decent petal. It just takes a little while to do it. It's a tedious petal, shall I say. Yep. So just take some time. I don't know. We're waiting for I hope you guys are still there. My phone is acting up. Ooh, got overheated. I think they call them hot flashes. No. So it shouldn't take much longer. Everything, all my petals is done, so that's just placement. I talk about every time I do a wreath, placing your petals. Yep. I was thinking that I might have needed more uh, extra holes, but as I was putting them on there, I didn't. So, you know. So yeah. So even if it's rolled a little bit, you can just pull them out. If you see what I'm doing, you can pull them out. You get them exactly where you need them to be. But I think it's a pretty flower. Not your normal rolled petal. A lot of times you see poinsettias rolled. I did one. I'll post a picture of it. A different one altogether. As soon as I find the picture, I'll post it. Yep. So nothing else is going on. What's going on with you guys? Anything new? Fall is here. My board was preloaded. Most of you know what preloaded is. That means the zip ties are in and fastened, but not closed all the way. Just enough so that I can get the nub of the petal in. I notice I've been using the gun all night instead of pulling it. Right? Yep. So, really simple. I'm going to show you the back of it. Because in the center I shared holes. Sharing holes. Soon as I get, so it's normally 4 holes, 1, 2, 3, 4, but I shared them, so I connected all the sets together. I'm putting 8 petals in there instead of 4. And I use all the normal holes on the board, not in the middle. These are extra, just in case you wanted to share them, so you would burn holes in between. All right, but I just used the regular 2 holes that are together completely around the board. All right, so we're on our way to the end. Didn't take long. I was going to, like I said, I'm going to show you the balls that I was going to use. All right, now here we go. Have to make sure I have all of the zip ties are in their proper location, so I can get this nub under here. Yeah, I am thinking that I might have to go in and add some holes. I'm not sure if that center is going to be big enough. But we'll see. I might have needed a bigger center. When I measured it, it was fine. But we'll see. Right? As we go along. In what spot, Val? It looks like it right there, doesn't it? Just because you see a hole, but that hole didn't connect, it was an individual hole. I'll show you from the back so you can see what I'm talking about. That's what I was saying about it. But I have my 8. No worries. I surely do have extra petals down here, don't I? But I still have my 8 here. Right there. Let me roll some more. I'm thinking the same thing too. I'm going on the back. I have all my holes covered. So I'm thinking in here, I might have been able to do some shared holes right there. Alright, let's do our center. But I'm trying to do some placement because I could have done a bigger center. Let me show. Or more holes. But that's okay. Let me look at this center. Let me get this other one. Thinking that center might do better. What you think? Hey, Pat. You're in where? Does that center look any better, guys? Uh-huh. So the other center was a little too small, right? So this gave you better coverage. So it's a larger center. So I'm going to do the same thing to that I did to the gold, to the other one. All right, and then we can put it here. So let's put our leaves on, and then we'll do this center, okay? Really easy center. So let's find the top, which is right here. So I counted from the top. This is the hanging holes. So I did 1, 2, 3. So that's where zip tie is going to go, and that's where my leaf is going to go. All right, always do your leaves last because it makes it really expands the wreath. So center, 1, 2, 3. So a zip tie goes here, and I did the bubble petal, guys, for the leaves. For me, it's just going to give it a different kind of look. So then I go 1, 2, 3. We're gonna put another zip tie there because I have 5. 1, 2, 3. Because it's going to expand the wreath a little bit more, and you don't want it to, unless your table's more neat than mine. All right, let's put this on here. I'm just going under and putting it in. I'm glad you like it. So I am using it. My gun won't fit under there. I'm using my pulley. Alright, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3 again. There it is. I'm trying not to pull on the mesh to pull the wreath towards me, the board towards me. I have a habit of doing that, which is not good. So we're getting ready for, Thanksgiving is next, right? Wow. All right, so we got to go back again, and let me bring y'all out some. All right, so we got to go back again. 1, 2, 3. Put a zip tie. 2. So every third one. Here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and that should do it. That would be 5. So I spaced them out, tried to make them balanced. 1, 2, 3. Now you could have done every hole or every other hole. It doesn't have to be just 5. You could have done every other hole to have more leaves. It's just a preference. I'm just putting the nub under the zip tie like we do for all of the flowers. That's it. Alright? I'm not doing anything different. Alright? The bubble petal. You can go back and check the videos or go to my YouTube page, Kim Beatty, and look at the bubble petal. I've been doing that a lot here lately. It makes such an outstanding wreath. And remember, the less you mess with your petals, the less it'll fray. Yes, it makes the leaves make it bigger. Yes, it does. Yep. And I have one more. Can you see how it expanded the leaves? That's why you put the leaves on last. Gotta find my petal. There it is. I'll work with that. I'm talking to myself. I talk to myself a lot, y'all, even when I'm working. I'm sorry. I was just saying the petal was a little crooked, but I said we'll work with it, and I'll just make it straight. That's all I said. Now I'm going in and cut the leaf. This one frayed just a little bit, so I'm just going in there and cutting it. All right, and then you just spread them out a little bit. I'm going to go back to full screen because I have all right. I have no clue. All right, you can see the greenery. It really makes such a pretty wreath when you put the flowers on it. All right, so really quick, I am going to show you a couple of the steps for the center since I have to do it while we're here. But it has to dry before I can put it on there. I'll just show you how it's done. This is a 2x4, 4.5, 5-inch foam ball. That's all it is. You can pick them up at the Dollar Tree, some of the other suppliers, Michael's. I'm not advertising. All right. All right. So let me get a towel. A little paper towel. So, because when the glitter falls, I can put it back. What's left. I can put it back in the bottle. Alright, so we're going to do Mod Podge, and we're just going to sprinkle the glitter on. So I'm just going to paint some Mod Podge on here. Just like that other ball. This is just how I did it. Oh yeah. Oh, okay, good. It really does. It really depends on the petal you use. Even I like that petal for the poinsettia. All right. So good and saturated. All right. So now all you do is sprinkle some glitter. And I waste. Yes, I do. But that's all you do. Sprinkle the glitter on there. Nice, huh? Just a bigger ball. Gonna have to let that dry. And the next time you see it, it will be on the wreath. Yup. That's why I did paper towel, because I told you I overused. But that's all right. There you go. Now look at my nails. You could use that on your nails. It's just it came in a little kit I have. I'm gonna show it to you. There it is. It has it's multicolored. It has all colors in there, if you can see. It's double-sided, so it has a lot of different colors in it. Okay. Amazon or Michael's. Alright, there you go. So what I'm gonna do now is let that sit, let it dry, and when you see it again, it'll be on the wreath, hanging in the sun. Y'all know I like the sun. Alright, that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the little tutorial. We're going to wait for that to dry. I appreciate you. If you have any questions, just let me know. Y'all know. Message me. And or ask in the group. Alright? I appreciate you guys. I will see you probably Sunday evening. Alright? Have a great evening. Tomorrow's Friday. Enjoy.